The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Softball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, from Larry Niemeyer Field in Cedar Rapids. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is with me recording the game for video. Kyle Smith is our radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. It's Ottumwa's annual appearance in what is now called the Brian Irby Classic, the Cedar Rapids Jefferson Softball Tournament. We'll have two games today, not back-to-back. Right now, we're getting ready for Ottumwa and Bettendorf, and then later on this afternoon, we'll be back on the air for Ottumwa and Benton. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs come in at 16-10, 12-4 in the Iowa Alliance South Conference, and today is a day that will test Ottumwa's resilience. The Bulldogs thought there would be smiles all around on senior night last night, having blanked Roosevelt 7-0 in the opener. Then the Rough Riders turned the tables in the nightcap, rallying from an early 4-1 deficit, then stealing a run in the top of the eighth inning to break Bulldog hearts. To make matters worse, Des Moines Lincoln lost Game 2 of its doubleheader to East last night. Nobody saw that coming. But because Ottumwa did not get the sweep over Roosevelt, they could not take advantage of the upset loss by the conference leaders Lincoln. OHS cannot afford to dwell on last night, not with a pair of ranked opponents awaiting them today here in Cedar Rapids. There's a formula for this Ottumwa team to compete with ranked opponents and present a threat in the regionals next month, and it starts with #1 pitcher Ashlyn Sheets. She certainly did her job last night, allowing just one run, that fluke run at the end of the second game. Ashlyn pitched 12 innings over 2 games and only gave up that one run. What needs to be added to the formula is a more patient offense to support the pitching. The Bulldog offense this season has been much more potent when hitters are drawing walks and clogging the bases to put pressure on opposing defenses. It would also help to get Jordan Pauls back in the lineup, although talking to Coach Mandy Baum before today's game, doesn't look like she'll be back in the field, maybe not at all this season. Hopefully she will be able to bat at least down the stretch and have that bat in the lineup, but behind the plate, hopefully better news than what Mandy's expecting right now. Maybe she's just being cautious, but we're not sure if Jordan Pauls will catch again this season. Bettendorf comes into this game ranked 7th in the state in Class 5A. They're 15-8 overall, 10-2 in the Mississippi Athletic Conference. Their head coach, Bob Mathis, is in his 5th season. And the other Bulldogs in this matchup, they're a yearly presence in the Class 5A rankings. This season no different. Bettendorf has gone toe-to-toe with Muscatine for the top spot in the Mississippi Athletic Conference. And given their number 7 ranking, they're hopeful of when the season ends that they'll be the top seed in their region and have home field advantage all the way through to Fort Dodge. Their offense boasts both speed and power. Brianna Caffrey has 31 stolen bases, and the lineup has slugged 19 home runs, including 7 by Emily Rigdon and 6 from Brooklyn Tierlink. Rigdon has also been their #1 pitcher, but she's not pitching in this game. The pitcher for Bettendorf will be Navy Clark, who was their ace a year ago as a junior, has not pitched all season. Apparently coming back from injury, but will make her season debut in the circle against Ottumwa today. Now, both Ottumwa and Bettendorf face Benton after this game. Ottumwa decided to pitch Ashlyn Sheets in this game, and then we assume we'll see Sydney Rockhold against Benton. Bettendorf getting Navy Clark her first start all season today, and they'll probably save Rigdon for their matchup with Benton. We're scheduled for a 2:15 first pitch. Right now we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about the last time Ottumwa played Bettendorf, which was right here at this field a year ago, and we'll also talk about the regional pairings which came out today. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
This is Opula with Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? You don't really want to cook? Stop in and see us. We are known for the best pizza in Southeast Iowa. Enjoy a mouth-watering steak or an awesome tenderloin. We also have salads, pasta, chicken and fish, and of course, amazing Greek food. Call ahead for carryout. Our full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you for making us your favorite restaurant. We look forward to serving you at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Opa!
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Radio only live today. We are recording video for playback on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. We were scheduled for a 2:15 first pitch, but they've started the timer at 2:10, so I guess we'll get underway. Bulldogs, your Ottumwa Bulldogs are the home team, facing the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Ashlyn Sheets in the circle for OHS, 9-6 on the season. We'll set the defense here in a moment. Brianna Caffrey, Emma Woltz, Ellie Erpelding, the top three in the Bettendorf order. Caffrey, left-handed batting center fielder. As we get ready to start Ottumwa's first game, the Brian Irby Classic. The opening pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. First pitch at 2:12. On a warm but not unpleasant summer afternoon here in Cedar Rapids. No balls and a strike. Lefty to lefty. That pitch swung on and missed, strike two. 89 degrees under partly sunny skies here at Larry Niemeyer Field. Now the 0-2. High and away all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's kind of a breeze coming in and out. Officially a northeast wind at 6 miles an hour. The flag on the flagpole in center field not moving right now. When that breeze does kick up, it makes it feel a lot more pleasant. 89 degrees are game time conditions. 1-2 to Caffrey. The pitch. Lined into right field, and that'll be a leadoff single. Caffrey's someone you would like to keep off the bases, but hard to keep her off the bases, a .444 hitter, and also has 31 steals. That brings up Emma Woltz, the shortstop. Freshman hitting .321 with a home run and 19 driven in. Bulldogs and Bulldogs. It's a dog-eat-dog world. First pitch, high, ball 1. The defense for Ottumwa, Avery Frankie in left. Maddie Hawkins center, Ella Thompson in right. Emma Strayer at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Hunter Caldwell at first, Sam Weeks behind the plate. 1-0 to Woltz. Sheets brings it home, and it's up and in, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Both teams wearing white jerseys. Ottumwa, the pinstripe jerseys, red lettering Ottumwa across the front, red numbers front and back. Bulldogs have gray pants and red socks. Bettendorf, white jerseys with black and gold trim on the sleeves. Black lettering Bulldogs across the front, trimmed in gold. Black numbers trimmed in gold front and back. White pants with black and gold trim and black socks. 2-0 to Woltz. Runner at first, nobody out for Bettendorf here in the top of the first. The pitch. Popped up right side down the line, shallow. That's going to land foul. And the count is 2-1 on Woltz. Two balls and a strike. The dimensions here at Larry Niemeyer Field just a little bit deeper than back home at Houston Field. 190 feet down each line here in Cedar Rapids, 220 feet to straightaway center. And if you missed the news earlier, we were literally on our way to Cedar Rapids when the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union announced the regional pairings for this season. And when those pairings were announced, we discovered that the trip we've made today is not the only time we're coming to Larry Niemeyer Field this year. Next month, July 8th, regional semifinals, Ottumwa at Jefferson, 7 o'clock. Anyway, the 2-1 pitch, runner goes, chopped foul off to the left, 2-2. So the Bulldogs and the Jayhawks will meet in the regional semifinals. Ottumwa got a first-round bye, as did Jefferson. The opening round game in our bracket is Dowling hosting Marshalltown. Two teams Ottumwa's played. As the 2-2 pitch is grounded to short, up with it is Ware, only play to first, is in time for out number 1, is down to second is Caffrey. One down for the catcher, Ellie Erpelding. Senior hitting .343 with 20 runs batted in. So we mentioned everybody but the top seed in our regional bracket. That's actually Southeast Polk, who Ottumwa played to begin the season, and the first game was a competitive 4-1 loss. Erpelding, left-handed batting catcher. First pitch, high and away, ball 1. So the road to Fort Dodge for Ottumwa is this. We'll come back here to Jefferson and play the Jayhawks. If we win that game, we're in the regional final, and Southeast Polk would be the most likely opponent. There's also Dowling, the winner of Dowling Marshalltown will play Southeast Polk in the regional semis. You would expect Dowling to win against Marshalltown, and then we'd see what would happen between the Maroons and the Rams. That pitch bunted back to the circle. Pretty easy play for Sheets. Throw to first in time, 2 down, all are covering as Caffrey advances to third. And the inning up to the first baseman, Emily Rigdon. Rigdon is senior, batting .479, 7 home runs, 27 batted in. You might say first base open pitch around her, but on deck is Brooklyn Tierlink, who has 6 home runs and 29 RBI. First pitch right in there for a strike, 0-1. This is a good test for Ashland today. Playing a good team on this diamond where she will start in the regional semifinals in a few weeks. Really in a couple of weeks. There's a ground ball to third. Strayer has it. Throw to first, and the inning is over. Bettendorf gets a leadoff single, but they strand the runner at third. We go to the bottom of the first. The Bettendorf Bulldogs, nothing. The Ottumwa Bulldogs coming to bat on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa kept Bettendorf off the board in the top of the first. Now the Bulldogs will get their first look at Bettendorf left-hander Navy Clark, who's making her first start of the season. Now, if you go back to last season when she was a junior, she made 19 starts, went 14-4 with a save, a 1.78 ERA. 114 innings pitched, 125 strikeouts. Opponents hit 188 against her. And when we found out that Clark was pitching and discovered that she was pitching for the first time this year, we were actually able to pick the brain a little bit of Ottumwa starter Ashlyn Sheets, who's been a spring teammate with Clark before. And hopefully she's passed some of that info along to her teammates in the batting order as well. Jocelyn Ware lead it off for OHS. And the first pitch he sees is high for ball 1. The defense for Bettendorf has Brooklyn Tierlink in left, Brianna Caffrey in center, Addison Leach, the flex player in right, and there's a pop foul down the left field line, long run for Tierlink, and a diving catch in foul territory for out number 1. And that'll bring up Sidney Rockhold. The infield defense for Bettendorf, you have Allie Schertz at third, Emma Woltz at short, Kaylee Wentink at second, Emily Rigdon at first, and Ellie Erpelding is catching. Rockhold digs in against the left-hander Clark. First pitch, high, ball 1. A little bit unusual. Each team with a left-handed starter. Clark spins the ball on her left hip. Now the 1-0 to Sidney. That's high, 2-0. Good to have you with us. Ottumwa softball, our annual trip to Cedar Rapids Jefferson for the Brian Irby Classic, 2-0. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. And as we mentioned, we're coming back here in 15 days for regionals. July 8th, regional semifinal, Ottumwa at Jefferson. As that pitch is swung on and missed, 2-2. Last year, Ottumwa played Bettendorf in this same tournament. Bettendorf won the game 4-3. The 2-2 pitch bounced in there, 3-2. In fact, Bettendorf has beaten Ottumwa in this tournament 2 years in a row. The last time Ottumwa beat Bettendorf was in 2017, and that was at the Ottumwa Classic. 3-2 to Rockhold, 1 out, nobody on for Ottumwa, bottom of the first. The pitch. Swinging a foul back off the top of the screen. We'll do it again at 3-2. Rockhold might have chased a pitch up and out of the zone. She's still in there at 3-2. Ella Aller on deck. The pitch. And that missed, ball 4. 1 out walk to Rockhold, and here is Ella Aller. Boy, the 8-inning loss to Roosevelt last night ended very frustratingly for Ottumwa as that pitch is hit high in the air to center. Back is Caffrey, has room, makes the catch, 2 down. Ottumwa had a runner on second, 2 down. Aller at the plate. She hit a sinking liner to center. We were convinced she'd tied the game, but a diving catch by Roosevelt center fielder Avery Vukovic ended the game. If that ball had gotten down, would have tied the game for sure. Here's Ashlyn Sheets. And a little pop-up back of second. That's going to get down for a bloop single. Rockhold stops at second. First hit of the game for Ottumwa. 2-on-2 out, and here's Sam Weeks. Weeks had a couple of RBI in the doubleheader against Roosevelt last night. Courtesy runner for the pitcher Sheets will be Kendra Cole. First and second, 2 down, and Weeks will step into that left-handed batter's box to face Navy Clark. Two on, 2 out. Let's see if Sam can put Ottumwa on the board first. Pitch up and away, ball 1. The game previous to ours was 2 teams that we will not see. It was Dubuque Hempstead beating Louisa Muscatine 9-3. That pitch inside to Weeks, 2-0. Ottumwa playing Bettendorf now, then Bettendorf will play Benton, then Ottumwa will play Benton, and that'll wrap up our day, our day here in Cedar Rapids. 2-0 to Weeks is outside, 3-0. And one more pitch out of the zone would load the bases with Emma Strayer on deck. Three balls, no strikes. Weeks showing bunt she's going to take, and she takes a strike, 3-1. Still a slugger's count for Weeks. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. High ball 4, we're loaded for Strayer with 2 down in the first. Second walk of the inning. Again, Navy Clark, no stats hitting or pitching. This is her season debut as a senior. Won 14 games a year ago as a junior. So here's Strayer. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Got to be willing to take a strike in that situation. Now 0-1. Rockhold at third, Cole at second, Weeks at first. Way high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Question right now might be whether or not Clark can get 3 pitches in the zone in and at bat. Hitters count for Strayer, 2-0. The pitch. Pop foul back to the screen, 2-1. Or 1-2, pardon me. No, it is 2-1. Got myself confused there. No, check that. It should be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The scoreboard says 2-1. It is 1-2. The pitch. Liner off the third baseman's glove down the line. 1 run is in. Cole around third on her way home. 2-run score. Dogs strike first. Probably should be a 2-run single for Strayer. Ticked off the glove of Schertz at third as she reached towards the line. And the Bulldogs cash in here in the first inning. Rockhold and Cole both come home to score. Weeks stopped at second. Let's see if Ella Thompson can keep it going. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 Dogs. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Keep having to remind myself that when I say Bulldogs, I've got to specify both teams are Bulldogs in this matchup. The Ottumwa Bulldogs have the lead. The 1-0 to Thompson. In there for a strike, 1-1. Ella steps out to take a practice swing, now digs back in. The 1-1. Hit in the air, foul off to the left out of play. That's going to go over the third base side press box and clubhouse here at Jefferson, 1-2. Breeze kicks up just a bit. 1-2 to Ella Thompson. The pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Off speed, inside, 3-2. Gone it, well, nope, first and second, not quite as far as we can go. 3-2, 2 out. Runners at first and second, 2 runs home for Ottumwa. Walk would load the bases again. Avery Frankie is on deck. The 3-2. Low ball 4, they're loaded. Third walk of the inning. Bases loaded for the second time, and here is Frankie. Avery digs in. First pitch from Clark. That's a strike, 0-1. See, our camera set up behind the dugout. Well, you cannot see it. Again, we can't do live video today. We are recording. We'll upload both games later on tonight on our YouTube page. Here's the 0-1. Line foul off to the left, 0-2. Now here at Jefferson, they have a covered pavilion with some picnic tables and a couple of benches behind the plate. And that's the best shade you can sit in. And so we've got a lot of people wearing Bulldog shirts behind home plate under that pavilion, some in red for Ottumwa, some in black and gold for Bettendorf. Pitch in the dirt, check swing, and the count goes to 1-2. They will appeal at no swing. So Frankie stays in there. Bases loaded, 2 out. Ottumwa's already got 2 in the bank, but a hit by Avery could really break this game open early. 1-2 to the Bulldog left fielder. The pitch, way high, 2-2. Well, again, Clark making her first start of the season, maybe a little rusty. You'd really love to take as much advantage of that as you can if you're Ottumwa. Number 2 at bat, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch, swing and a foul back, and Frankie stays alive. Sam Weeks was coming down the line hoping maybe it was a swing and a miss and the ball got away, but foul ball, she goes back to third. If that had been a swing and a miss, with the ball going to the backstop, Frankie would have been on first. Everybody would have moved up. We'd have another run. Still 2-2. The pitch. Popped it up, right side foul territory. The catcher, Erpelding, will get there and make the play to retire the side. But Ottumwa gets 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 3 after an inning. Bulldogs 2, Bulldogs nothing. Ottumwa's got the lead on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small-town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning, Ottumwa 2, Bettendorf nothing here at the Brian Irby Classic in Cedar Rapids. Bulldog softball brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa. By Bridge City Realty, your Ottumwa and surrounding area real estate pros for buying or selling property. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Graphics Masters on Albee Road in Ottumwa, across from the BP. Contact them for all your window or auto signage, vinyl decals, wall sayings, custom apparel, and advertisement needs. Ottumwa with the 2-0 lead early. Ashlyn Sheets will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the Bettendorf order. Brooklyn Tierlink, Navy Clark, Megan Harrison. Tierlink, a dangerous hitting sophomore, 373 average, 6 home runs, 29 driven in. Sheets did well to separate Rigdon and Tierlink, getting Rigdon for the final out of the first inning and facing the left-handed hitting Tierlink to start the second. First pitch, swing and a foul tip, strike 1. Sun is hidden behind some clouds now. That's cooled it off a bit here. 0-1, lefty to lefty. The pitch from Ashlyn. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Tierlink. Clark and Harrison to follow for Bettendorf here in the top of the second. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. Two and 1, the next offering from Sheets. Way high, 3-1. Sheets gave up a leadoff single in the first inning, ended up stranding the runner at third, trying not to walk the leadoff hitter here in the second. The 3-1, hit in the air, foul off to the left out of play, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. I believe I see the Benton Bobcats over there where that ball landed warming up. They'll play Bettendorf next, and then Ottumwa will play Benton, scheduled for 5:45 today. The 3-2, liner into left base hit. Opposite field single for Tierlink. Frankie gets it back in, and for the second straight inning, Bettendorf has a leadoff hitter on. That brings up Navy Clark. Again, Clark making her season debut as a senior. As a junior last year, she hit .389 with a home run and 14 driven in. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. That breeze kicks up a bit as well. Tierlink does have 9 steals on the season. 0-1 to Clark. Pitcher to pitcher, lefty to lefty. And That pitch is on the outside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Getting 195 down the lines here at Larry Niemeyer Field, 220 to center. The pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Clark down on 3 pitches for out number 1. First strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. That brings up the designated player, Megan Harrison. Harrison hitting .365 with 9 runs batted in. First pitch, hit in the air, foul off to the right. That'll go into the first base side dugout where Bettendorf is and bounce out of it for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to Harrison. One on, one out for Bettendorf here in the top of the second. Ottumwa leading 2-0. Sheets brings it home. Runner goes, pitch is fouled back, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Got about a 5-foot high fence all the way around here at Larry Niemeyer Field. Flagpole dead center. Scoreboard beyond the right field fence. Got a lot of fun memories here over the years. Before we did video, I'd sit up in that press box, third base side, and call the games. That pitch is hit in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. And we stay at 0-2 on Harrison. In fact, I'm thinking about shaping the trivia questions today around our annual trips here. I have to find a little research time between innings to maybe make that happen. Still 0-2 to Harrison, 1 on, 1 out for Bettendorf here in the top of the second. The pitch from Sheets, pop foul, backing out of play again. And some of the foul balls that Harrison has hit out of play have to be brought back in quickly as this at-bat has kind of run out the supply of softballs here. Another 0-2 pitch. Low, runner goes, throw down to second, not in time. Tierling with their 10th steal. 1-2 to Harrison. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 down. Ottumwa nursing a 2-0 lead. Bettendorf trying to battle back. The pitch, low, 2-2 to Harrison. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harrison an open stance in that right-handed box. The pitch. Fly ball right center, and that's down and splitting the gap to the fence. Scoring is Tierlink. Into second with a double is Harrison. It's 2-1. And now the tying run at second with 1 out for the third baseman, Allie Schertz. Schertz, a junior, hitting just 194 with a couple of runs batted in. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. All right, we'll do Bulldog softball trivia in the bottom of this second inning, and I've got a pretty good one relating to a game we played here a few years back. The 0-1 from Sheets, high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bulldogs got, your Ottumwa Bulldogs got 2 in the first. Bettendorf with 1 here in the top of the second, and runner on second and only 1 out. The 1-1. Popped up, foul right side. Caldwell will have room and make the catch, 2 down. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Kaylee Wenting. Sophomore hitting 143 with an RBI. Runner at second, 2 down. Someone leading Bettendorf 2-1. The pitch, low ball 1. I heard a fan from behind home plate call out, "Let's go Dogs," and I honestly don't know which side they're rooting for, Bulldogs and Bulldogs. 1-0. The pitch from Sheets. That's high, 2-0. You do not want to lose a number 9 hitter who's batting under 200 to get to Caffrey at the top of the order, who's batting 444. Sheets needs to put this inning to bed right here. The 2-0. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Sheets winds and delivers, and it's rolled out to second. Allers got it. Throw to first in the inning is over. Bettendorf gets a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. Ottumwa 2, Bettendorf 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says "I love you" for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa 2, Bettendorf 1. Bulldogs softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. By William Penn University, the place to widen your potential. Daytime online and evening classes begin every 8 weeks. Visit wmpenn.edu for more information. And by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. 9-1-2 to up for Ottumwa here in the second inning. Maddie Hauk, Jocelyn Ware, Sydney Rockhold. Ottumwa sent 8 batters to the plate in the first inning, scored 2, had 2 hits, 3 walks, did leave the bases loaded. First pitch from Clark to Hauk is line foul off to the left, 0-1. So, time for our Bulldog trivia. And this will be the first time we do a trivia question with this feature that it didn't come from the trivia contest at the 50th year celebration. But it is a question that relates to Ottumwa playing in this tournament. That pitch bounces in there, 1-1. All right, let's take you back to June 28th, 2013. Ottumwa comes here to Cedar Rapids Jefferson for the tournament. As that pitch up and in, but a swing and a miss. Hauk a little anxious there, 1-2. So 10 years ago, we come here, and in what is a rarity over the years, we actually play Jefferson. We don't often play the host team when we're here, but we played Jefferson that day. Hauk takes a pitch upstairs, 2-2. Now that game turned out to be a marathon game. 13 innings. Ottumwa scored an early run, and the Bulldogs looked like they were going to win until Jefferson tied at the bottom of the 7th. First, the 2-2 pitch. That's on the inside corner, strike 3, and that's out number 1. First strikeout for Clark. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware fouled out to left her first time up. So 10 years ago, 13-inning game, Ottumwa and Jefferson. Bulldogs a run in the first. Jefferson tied it a run in the 7th. Ottumwa scored a run in the 11th to take the lead, only for Jefferson to tie it again. And then Ottumwa finally got 2 in the 13th and hung on to win a marathon of a tournament game. Pitch to Ware is high for ball 1. So here's the trivia question based off that. when Ottumwa scored single runs in the first and 11th innings in that game 10 years ago. They were both home runs by the same player. That pitch is a strike to Ware, and it's 2-0. Which Ottumwa player hit 2 home runs in a 13-inning game here at Jefferson 10 years ago? The 1-1 to Ware, swing and a miss at a changeup that was in the dirt. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Ware. Again, our Ottumwa softball trivia question for this game. 10 years ago, Ottumwa and Jefferson in this tournament, a 13-inning game. Bulldogs won 4-2. Which Bulldog hit 2 home runs in that game? One in the first inning, one in the 11th. We'll give you the answer in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 1-2 to Ware. Ground ball foul, left side. We'll do it again. Still 1-2. One out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the 2nd. The Dogs leading 2-1. Another 1-2 pitch. Ware hits a soft looper over the 3rd baseman, and she'll be safe at first as it was just out of the reach of Schertz, and then Waltz, the shortstop, tried to pick it up behind the bag, but even if she picks it up cleanly, she would not have had a play. So Ware with a base hit. Bulldogs have their 3rd hit of the game. And there's 1-on-1 out for Sydney Rockhold, who walked and scored in the 1st inning. First pitch, high and tight, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bulldog designated player. The next offering, swing and a miss. Count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Rockhold. Lefty to righty, the pitch from Clark. Bounced in there, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch to Sydney. Showed bunt. It was in the dirt, goes all the way to the backstop. Ware hustles down to second, makes the turn, but hangs on. 3-1 to Rockhold, now with the runner in scoring position. 1 down, and Ella Aller on deck. Rockhold digs back in. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and she chased a pitch up and in. It's almost chased a couple of those this inning. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ware at second, 1 down, 2-1 Ottumwa, bottom of the 2nd inning. The 3-2, pop foul back, and we'll do it again as Rockhold stays alive. They do play 90-minute time limits at this tournament. We started at 2:10. We're only in the bottom of the 2nd inning, and this game's already, by my count, 38 minutes old. It's almost made Clark throw a lot of pitches. Another 3-2 to Rockhold. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out number 2. That's a little frustrating there, as I think when the 3-1 pitch came in, it was off the plate, and Sydney swung at that one. That pitch was in the zone, needed a swing there, but it's strike 3, 2 down, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Clark, and the batter Ella Aller, who flew out to center her first time up. Ware at second, 2 down, and the pitch. Swing and a foul back, 0-1, and another one that somewhat chased. It was rising out of the zone. 0-1 to Aller. Ella digs back in. The 0-1. High drive, left field, going back, track, wall, off the base of the wall. Aller into second with an RBI double. Scoring is Ware. It's 3-1 Ottumwa. And Ella missed a home run by about a foot. Big two-out RBI double by Ella Aller. Bulldogs restored their two-run lead, and now the batter Ashlyn Sheets, who singled and saw her courtesy runner Kendra Cole score in the first inning. Sheets will again try to help her own cause. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. One to Sheets. Clark looking into her dugout to get the sign. Now has the pitch. And the 0-1 on its way. Pop foul off to the left out of play, or up against the fence, 0-2. And that ball was probably off the plate, but Sheets now has to battle down on the count 0-2. Aller at second, 2 down, a run home for Ottumwa, leading 3-1, bottom of the second. The 0-2. Way high, 1-2. Ware got this inning started with a 1-out single, went to second on a wild pitch, scored on the double by Aller. Aller at second with 2 down, the 1-2 to Sheets. Ground ball to second, up with it is Wentig, throw to first. And the inning is over, but Ottumwa tacks on a run on 2 hits. They leave 1 after 2, Ottumwa leading Bettendorf 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldog softball brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and surrounding areas. By Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider now in Wapello County. Go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to purchase fiber internet at your home. Ottumwa 3, Bettendorf 1, as Bettendorf comes to bat here in the top of the third with the top of their order, Caffrey, Woltz, and Erpelding. Caffrey led the game off with a single, but was eventually stranded at third in the first inning. Again, don't forget our answer to our trivia question coming up in the bottom of this third inning. After the first pitch at the top of the third, we'll remind you of the question one more time. Sheets' pitch, bunt shown, pitch up and away, ball 1. 2013, Ottumwa played Cedar Rapids Jefferson here in the Jefferson tournament. Bulldogs won the game 4-2 in 13 innings. Which Bulldog player hit 2 home runs in that game, one in the first inning and another one in the 11th? The 1-0 here is high and away, 2-0. Sheets has allowed the leadoff hitter to reach in each of the first 2 innings. She pitched around it in the first inning, gave up a run in the second. 2-0 to Brianna Caffrey. The pitch, bunted at and missed, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Ashlyn brings it home, and it's pop foul off to the left out of play. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The wind by Sheets and the pitch. High and away, 3-2. Full count for Caffrey. Sheets has her sign, lefty to lefty. The 3-2 pitch. Popped it foul off to the left, out of play. We'll do it again. Still 3-2 to Brianna Caffrey. Sheets with another softball. Back to the rubber. Another 3-2 pitch. Little flare out to left center. That's going to get down for a bloop single. Third straight inning that Bettendorf has led off with a hit. Emma Woltz, the batter, a ground ball to short her first time up. First pitch from Sheets to Woltz. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second. The catch, the tag. Safe is the call. Close play. Stolen base for Caffrey, her 32nd of the year. Is that right? Yep, 32 steals for her. Count is 0-1 to Woltz. Runner at second, nobody out. Now the 0-1. Liner, one-hop catch by the shortstop, Ware, throws from her knees, and it's dug out by Caldwell for out number 1. That's the second day in a row that Ware has thrown out a runner at short from her knees. So one down, Caffrey has to stay at second, and the batter is Erpelding, who laid down a bunt and bunted back to the circle. Now the umpires are getting together. And I'm not sure why. It's a very brief conversation, and now we'll play on. So here's Erpelding. Again, I thought it was a bit questionable that with a runner at second and one out, they had her lay down a bunt. She bunted it hard right back to the circle, and Ashland threw her out with ease. The pitch. That's a strike, 0-1 on the outside corner. 0-1 to the left-handed batting Erpelding. Bettendorf has several left-handed hitters in their lineup. Don't know how often they face a left-handed pitcher like Sheets. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to second. Aller's got it. Throw to first, 2 down as Caffrey advances to third. And same situation we had in the first inning. 2-out a runner on third, and the batter, Emily Rigdon, who grounded to third her first time up. Definitely want to keep the ball down here. Rigdon with 7 home runs on the season. First pitch. Off speed on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Not a bad time to come with that little changeup there. No balls and a strike. Top of the third, 2 out. Runner at third for Bettendorf. Ottumwa leading 3-1. Now the 0-1. Popped it up foul right side. Caldwell over for a look. That's going to get out of play. And the count 0-2. Aller was over there at the fence in the end, and Ella Thompson hustling in. 3 Bulldogs converging. If that ball had not gone quite as far, perhaps it would have been playable. But 0-2 to Rigdon. Sheets has her sign, and the lefty's 0-2. Ground ball to third, big hop to Strayer, throw to first, inning over. Another good job by Ashland Sheets. Pitching around the leadoff hit, second time that Bettendorf stranded a runner at third. We go to the bottom of the third, Bulldogs 3, Bulldogs 1. Ottumwa's got the lead on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa 3, Bettendorf 1, Bulldogs softball, brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat, and by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Ottumwa 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Bettendorf got 1 in the second. Ottumwa has Weeks, Strayer, and Thompson due up here in the third against left-hander Navy Clark. Weeks walked her first time up. Through 2 innings, Clark has allowed 4 hits and 3 runs. She has walked 3. All of those came in the first inning. First pitch here, way outside, all the way to the backstop, 1-0. All right, time to answer that trivia question. 10 years ago, Ottumwa and Jefferson in this tournament played a 13-inning marathon. Ottumwa won the game 4-2. The question was, which Bulldog hit 2 solo home runs in that game, 1 in the first inning and 1 in the 11th? We'll have the answer after the 1-0 to Sam Weeks. The pitch popped up, back and out of play, and the count even at a ball and a strike. The answer, someone I saw, I saw her last night at the Roosevelt doubleheader, Katie Sammons. Katie Sammons hit a first-inning home run, then an 11th-inning home run in a game Ottumwa eventually won in 13 innings. Weeks pops it up foul left side. That's out of play in the bleachers right near us. And the count 1-2. A little more bonus info about that game. Again, Ottumwa won it 4-2 in 13 innings. Both teams would go on to the state tournament, and they would meet in the state quarterfinals in 2013. Ottumwa would win the rematch as well, 2-0. The 1-2, swing and a miss at a change-up, strike 3. It was in the dirt, but Erpelding picks it up and throws Weeks out at first for out number 1. Ottumwa's been fooled by that off-speed pitch a few times. Third strikeout for Clark. Here's Emma Strayer, who had a big 2-run single in that first inning. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Now, Clark has retired the leadoff hitter each of the first 3 innings now. Ottumwa's scored in the first 2. Let's see if Strayer can get a rally going with 1 out here in the third. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Strayer. The wind and the pitch. Low and away, 1-2. It is a warm, really a hot afternoon here in Cedar Rapids. As the 1-2 pitch is chopped slowly to short. In on it is Waltz. Throw to first in time for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Ella Thompson, who walked her first time up. Again, a hot afternoon, and Clark making her first start all year. And it's almost made her throw a lot of pitches. Already 63 pitches in 2 2/3 innings. And as I always say, it's different in softball than baseball. Thompson lays off a changeup in the dirt, 1-0. But at the same time, if you're out there throwing over 20 pitches an inning, as the 1-0 is in the dirt, 2-0. In the hot summer sun, just fatigue in general is eventually going to be a factor. And Ottumwa's already leading 3-1. If they stay patient, keep taking pitches, make Clark work, you would think that would keep working in their favor. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. Bulldogs, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Ottumwa. Bettendorf Bulldogs, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. The 2-1 to Thompson. Off the hands, foul, back to the screen, 2-2. Ashlyn Sheets, who's been a spring teammate of Clark, was telling me before the game that there's some late movement on Clark's pitches, and some of the foul balls we've seen by Ottumwa in these first 3 innings reflect that. 2-2 to Thompson. Frankie on deck if Ella keeps the inning alive. The pitch. Off speed, swing and a miss, strike 3, but it gets to the backstop, and Thompson's going to reach on the strike 3 wild pitch. 4th strikeout for Clark, but not the 3rd out of the inning. And Frankie will bat. Avery popped out to end the first inning. Runner at first and 2 down. First pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Frankie. Lefty to righty the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. And now Frankie will have to battle. Oh, 0-2 to Avery. Pitch on the way. Popped foul to the left. That'll hit the fence. We'll stay at 0-2. Still 0-2 to Frankie. Thompson at first with 2 down. She struck out but reached on a wild pitch. Another 0-2. Off speed, tapped foul at the plate. Frankie again staying alive. Oh, 0-2. Frankie gets on, Matty Houks on deck. The pitch, high and inside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Poked foul to the left, out of play again. Frankie putting up a good battle here with Clark. 3 foul balls after she fell behind 2 strikes. 1-2 to the Bulldog left fielder. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. Clark strikes out 3 but doesn't strike out the side. There was 1 left. After 3, Ottumwa 3, Bettendorf 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning, Ottumwa 3, Bettendorf 1 in the first game of 2 today for Ottumwa here at the Brian Irby Classic at Cedar Rapids, Jefferson. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed 4 hits through 3 innings. She's allowed the leadoff hitter to get on in every inning, but she pitched around it twice and has only given up the 1 run. Sheets has not walked a batter. She has struck out 1. Brooklyn Tierlink, Navy Clark, Megan Harrison, 5, 6, and 7 in the Bettendorf order. Tierlink singled and scored in the 2nd inning. Again, only in the top of the 4th inning, this ball game is almost 1 hour old. That pitch low and away, ball 1. They do have a 90-minute time limit on these games. And the clock started at 2:10. The first pitch was at 2:12. The game clock started at 2:10. Here's the 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 1. So what we're saying is it's top of the 4th inning. If we continue at the pace we've been playing the first 3 innings, I don't believe we'll see the 7th inning. That happens sometimes at these tournaments. Now the 1-1 to Tierlink from Sheets. Up and away, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Outside 3-1. Sheets trying to avoid letting the leadoff hitter on for the 4th straight inning. First 3 innings were all singles. The 3-1 to Tierlink. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by her, 3-2. Last 3 innings, the leadoff hitters had a full count. Tierlink singled in the 2nd. Caffrey singled in the 3rd. Let's see if Sheets can author a better outcome here in the 4th. The payoff. High ball 4. Leadoff walk. First walk issued by Sheets. And the batter is Navy Clark, who struck out her first time up. Left-handed batting pitcher digs in against the left-handed pitcher, Sheets. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Tierlink at first. She stole a base in the 2nd inning. That was her 10th steal of the year. The 0-1 to Clark. Outside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Sheets rocks and fires. Liner into left center. That's down for a base hit. Stopping at 2nd is Tierlink, and Bettendorf has 2 on, nobody out for Harrison, who had an RBI double, I should say, her last time up. Boy, you hate to lose a hitter on an 0-2 pitch like that. Wasn't hit all that hard, but hitting a good spot to left center. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, Clark. That will be Ellie Davis. So Tierlink at 2nd, Davis at 1st now, and Harrison at the plate. Ottumwa leading 3-1, top 4, but Bettendorf 2 on, nobody out. Harrison digs back in, powerful right-handed hitter, open stance. First pitch, line foul off to the right, 0-1. Harrison has a compact swing, kind of an inside-out swing. She hit the ball the other way to right center for her double in the 2nd inning. The 0-1. Pop foul back and out of play, 0-2. Well, Sheets was ahead of Harrison last time, 0-2. It got to 2-2. Harrison fouled off a couple of pitches with 2 strikes before the double, so Ashland's gotten ahead again, but she's got to find the right formula to retire Harrison here. 2 on, nobody out. The 0-2. Blown away, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Lefty to righty, the pitch. Slow roller to first, trickles foul, and we stay at 1-2. If Sheets can get Harrison, the 8 and 9 hitters due up. Schertz and Wentick are both hitting under 200. Now, that's not a guarantee, but if you can get this out here, you feel like there's a path to getting out of this inning. Ottumwa leading 3-1, 2 on, nobody out for Bettendorf. Another 1-2. Fly ball to left. Back is Frankie, still going back. That ball is gone. A 3-run homer on a 1-2 pitch, and Bettendorf leads 4-3. And that was Harrison's first home run of the season. And again, a 2-strike pitch that caught too much of the plate, and Ottumwa pays for it. That brings up Schertz, who fouled out to first her first time up. Well, that's been the Kind of the story at times this year for Ottumwa in some of the tough games. They battle, they scratch out a lead, and then one tough inning gets things turned around against them. Still time here, but now that time limit we were talking about is against Ottumwa. First pitch to Schertz is high, ball one. And by my count, we've been playing for 65 minutes, and the time limit is 90. The 1-0. Low 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike, 2-1. Still nobody out. 3 runs home for Bettendorf here in the top of the fourth. They lead Ottumwa 4-3. The 2-1. High, 3-1. Ashland toes the rubber and the 3-1 pitch. High, ball 4. So we've gone walk, single, home run, walk so far here in the fourth inning. They want a pinch runner for Schertz here. And that pinch runner is wearing number 6, which I don't have on the roster. According to the lineup card, number 6 is written in on the lineup card. Cleveland is the last name, I think. It's kind of hard to read the writing here. But anyway, that's who's pinch running at first. First pitch to Kaylee Wentic is bunted foul, 0-1. Runner at first, nobody out, 3 home for Bettendorf. They lead Ottumwa 4-3. Sheets with the 0-1. Bunted to third, fielded by Strayer. Throw to first in time. Throw back to, or not a throw back to second. Boy, the runner Cleveland came around second. Strayer had to come in to field the ball. Nobody was covering third for a moment. Sheets was hustling over. Cleveland went about halfway, stopped and ran back. Ottumwa nearly had a chance to throw her out going back to second, but decided not to make the throw. So it's a sacrifice for Wentic, score at 5-4. One down for Caffrey, who's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Runner at second, 1 away. Ottumwa down 4-3, Bettendorf batting top 4. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls and a strike. The next pitch. In the dirt, all the way to the backside. Weeks couldn't find it for a moment. Down to third is Cleveland. Count even at a ball and a strike, and now a runner at third with only 1 away for Bettendorf. Boy, just nothing going right in this fourth inning for Ottumwa. One and one to the leadoff hitter, Caffrey. The pitch from Sheets. Called a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. The pitch from Sheets, 1-2. Poked foul in the air off to the left, out of play. We'll do it again. Still 1-2 to Caffrey. Sheets brings it home. Roller to third, knocked down by Strayer, won't have a play. They will hold Cleveland at third. That'll be an error on Strayer. And now the batter, Emma Waltz, who has grounded a short twice. I would fully expect Caffrey to be running on this first pitch. Runners on the corner, still only one down. Ottumwa down a run. The pitch, runner goes, pitch downstairs. Ottumwa does not throw through. Caffrey with their 33rd steal. It's 1-0 to Waltz. Second and third, one down. Sheets only has one strikeout today. She could really use another one here. The 1-0. High 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fly ball shallow left center. Who wants it? Houck makes a catch, runner tags. Throw comes into the shortstop. Sack fly for Waltz, out number 2, but it is now 5-3. Staying at second was Caffrey. That'll be an unearned run. The error, without the error, that would have been the third out of the inning. So an unearned run charge there. But the fourth run home in the frame, and now the batter is Erpelding, who is grounded out to the pitcher on a bunt and grounded out to second, 0 for 2. First pitch, fly ball to center. Houck going back, still going back over her head and up against the fence. Scoring is Caffrey. Into second is Erpelding with a double, and it is 6-3. Five runs home in the top of the fourth for Bettendorf. And Ottumwa's going to walk Rigdon intentionally. Bettendorf has batted around, and here is Tierlink, who started this inning with a walk. She's 1 for 1, a single and a walk, and has scored twice. That loads the bases with 2 out. And again, you've walked a hitter with 7 home runs to face a hitter with 6 home runs. It's kind of pick your poison. But you do have the lefty-lefty matchup, although that's not worth as much in softball. Pardon me, it's first and second, 2 out. And there's a pop foul off to the left out of play, 0-1. Forgotten for a moment that third runner had come home. Or the runner on third had come home. A walk, a single, a 3-run homer, a walk, a sacrifice bunt, a wild pitch, a pitch upstairs, 1-1 to Tierlink, an error, a sac fly, an RBI double, an intentional walk. First and second, 2 out. 5-run inning for Bettendorf. They lead Ottumwa 6-3. Now the 0-1, or the 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ashland just trying to get her team back into the dugout here. 6-3 Bettendorf. The pitch to Tierlink. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The inning is over. Second strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Marvin Borey with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa, but the damage is done. 5 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ottumwa down 6-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, and Ottumwa now with work cut out for them. They trailed Bettendorf 6-3. A 5 spot in the top of this fourth inning by Bettendorf, erasing what had been an Ottumwa 3-1 lead. 9-1-2 due up for Ottumwa, Hauk, Ware, and Rockhold. Maddie struck out looking her first time up. Navy Clark, making her first start of her senior season, has allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. She's walked 3 and struck out 5. First pitch to Hauk. Swing and a miss. 0-1 again. This late movement is starting to really fool Ottumwa. We've seen a lot of right-handed hitters swinging and misses at pitches that look like they're off the plate inside. 0-1. The next offering. Off speed, that's in there for a strike. 0-2. To Maddie Hauk. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. 6th strikeout for Clark. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. One out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing 6-3. Ware chokes up on that bat a bit. First pitch. That's a pop-up behind short. Back as Waltz makes the catch, 2 down. 2 out, nobody on for Rockhold, who was walked and scored and has struck out. Sydney digs in, hoping to get a 2-out rally started here. First pitch, off speed, slow chopper up the third baseline, and that's touched in fair territory by Clark. I don't think it was going foul anyway, and Rockhold will have an infield hit. So she's at first for Aller. 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Ella missed a home run by about a foot her last time up. Ella digs in, hoping to drive another one right here. The pitch, way high, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Rockhold at first and 2 down. The pitch, outside, 2-0. Hitters count for Ella Aller. The 2-0 pitch. High fly ball to left, not that deep. Coming in is Tierlink, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. After 4, Bettendorf 6, Ottumwa 3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning here in our first game at the Brian Irby Classic in Cedar Rapids. Your Ottumwa softball team trailing Bettendorf 6-3. Bettendorf has 6, 7, 8 due up in their order. Clark, Harrison, and Schertz. Ottumwa led this game 2-0 after an inning. Each team got a run in the second. Bulldogs led 3-1 going to the fourth, but then Bettendorf put 5 on the board in the 4th inning, highlighted by a 3-run home run by Megan Harrison, who will bat third in this inning. Navy Clark has struck out and has singled, 1 for 2. And if you are looking for the game on our live video stream, Jefferson does not permit us to do live video. We are recording the game. We'll have the recordings of both of our games today loaded later on tonight on our YouTube channel. First pitch to Clark is outside from Ashland Sheets, ball 1. One and 0 the count. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next offering from Ashland. Outside 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Ashland. On the inside corner, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sheets has not retired the leadoff hitter yet. The 2-2. Poked in the air behind third base. It lands foul, just foul. Still 2-2. Bettendorf, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Ottumwa, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. The 2-2 fouled back. We'll do it again. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clark digs back in. Sheets toes the rubber, the 2-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. That will land foul. And it's still 2-2 to Clark. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sheets brings it home. And a fly ball shallow left. Frankie coming in. A sliding attempt, cannot make the catch. Picked up quickly by Ware in shallow left, and that'll hold Clark at first with a leadoff single. I imagine we'll again see a courtesy runner for the pitcher Clark. It was Ellie Davis before, and it will be Ellie Davis again. Said Harrison is due up third this inning. She's actually due up second, if I can read my own scorebook. Megan Harrison having a huge ball game, a 2-run double in the second, a 3-run home run in the fourth. 4 driven in. First pitch from Sheets. Ground ball back to the circle. Sheets will just throw to first for the out. Had time to go to second, but did not do so. Davis down to second. Harrison retired 1-3. Well, I know Ottumwa doesn't often try to turn 2, but Harrison doesn't run well. I thought that would have been an opportunity. Runner at second, 1 down, and here is Allie Schertz, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch, high and inside, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bettendorf third baseman. Sheets brings it home. And a ground ball off the glove of Caldwell, able to pick it up and step on first for out number 2. Tough backhand play for Hunter at first base, but she kept the ball in front of her, made a nice play. Down to third is Davis. There's 2 out in the inning. And the batter is Kaylee Wentick, who is grounded to second and laid down a sacrifice bunt, officially 0 for 1. First pitch, fouled back, 0-1. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa will have Sheets, Weeks, and Strayer due up. And that will likely be the final inning. Again, 90-minute time limit. By my count, 5 minutes left. Ottumwa down 6-3. Certainly don't want to give up any more here. Runner at third, 2 down. Pitch inside. Count even at a ball and a strike. One and one to Wentick, the second baseman for Bettendorf. The next pitch. Pop foul down the right field line. That'll be out of everybody's reach. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ottumwa trailing 6-3 to Bettendorf, the number 7 team in Class 5A. Now the 1-2. Pop up, shallow right. Thompson is there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Probably our last chance in this time limit game. Ottumwa down 6-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our quick care walk-in clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Larry Niemeyer Field in Cedar Rapids. Ottumwa trailing Bettendorf 6-3. Bulldogs with 4, 5, and 6 due up. Sheets, Weeks, and Strayer. About 3 minutes left by my count on our time limit in this tournament for this game. So here's how this works. If Ottumwa were to somehow make 3 outs in less than 3 minutes and beat the time, then we would play the 6th inning, and that's obviously not what they want to do. A slightly more likely scenario is Ottumwa ties the game, then we would play on. Pitch low and away, ball 1 to Sheets. Ashland 1 for 2 with a single. Bulldogs got 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Bettendorf 1 in the second, 5 in the fourth. Swing and a miss. A late swing by Sheets. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Sheets. Lefty to lefty the pitch. High and away, 2-1. Two and 1 to Ashland. The next offering, swing and a miss, 2-2. Ottumwa got 2 in the first, left the bases loaded. Navy Clark again making her first start of the season, walked 3. She hasn't walked anybody since. Bulldogs got another run in the second, but have been stymied the last 2 frames. Now 2-2. Wow, called strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 1. That corner's been generous for both pitchers, but that one, well. Sam Weeks at bat 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout, although she did have 2 RBI last night. Has been swinging a hot bat this week. First pitch, off speed, swing and a foul at the plate, 0-1. No balls and a strike. The pitch, slow roller right side, past the circle. Charging is the second baseman, Wentick, tossed to first in time, 2 down. And it's up to Emma Strayer, who's 1 for 2 with a 2-run single. I can hear the umpire's timer going off, so we have hit the time limit. Strayer takes a pitch. It came in the dirt and hit her in the foot. Well, that keeps the ball game alive. And That'll bring up Bella Thompson, who has walked and has struck out but reached on a wild pitch. If Thompson gets on, Avery Frankie would represent the tying run. I have a feeling that if Ella gets on, they'll call Frankie back and have a pinch hitter. First pitch, high ball one. One and 0 to Thompson. Runner at first, 2 down, bottom 5. We're up against a time limit. Dogs down 3. Up and into Thompson again, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Clark's pitch. That came up inside, and they're saying it hit Thompson, and that's a hit batter, and they're ruling a hit batter, and Bob Mathis, the head coach of Bettendorf, is arguing that Thompson swung. Thompson checked her swing and came up, and umpire said it hit her in the hand. I don't think she went around. I think she checked her swing, the ball tailed in and hit her. Now, if it hit the bat, it's a foul, I think a foul ball. Or now after the umpires converse. So they're going to say it's a strike and a foul ball. So the count 2-1 on Thompson. No, wait, now he's saying the count should be 2-1. The first 2 pitches were balls. How are they saying it's 1-2? He didn't call a strike on the first 2 pitches. First 2 pitches were balls. It cannot be 0-2. Should be 2-1. Now they say 1-1. That was the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. I guess we'll go with 1-1. Ella calls time at the plate. One ball, one strike, I guess. That pitch down and in. Now it's 2-1. Should be 3-1. I'm okay with the check swing, hit batter, but ruled a swing, so it's a strike. I'm okay with that, but we're short a ball on the count here. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And Bettendorf was leaving the field, but it's only 2-2, and Strayer was leaving the field. See, this is what happens when you, oh my gosh. It's 2-2. Bob Mathis is now yelling at the umpire, but the final thing the umpire ruled before was that it was 1-1. Now, it should have been 2-1. It should be 3-2 now. It's 2-2 by the umpire's ruling. I mean, the Bettendorf fans are mad now, but quite honestly, it should be 3-2. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Popped it up. And it'll be the first baseman, Rigdon, to make the catch, and that should be the ball game. 6-3 the final score, and Ottumwa drops its first game here in Cedar Rapids. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the game totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back to Larry Niemeyer Field in Cedar Rapids, where your Ottumwa Bulldogs dropped their first game of this year's Brian Irby Classic to Bettendorf by a final of 6-3. Game ended in 5 innings on the time limit. For Bettendorf, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 on base. Navy Clark, the winner in her season debut, 1-0. For Ottumwa, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base. Ashlyn Sheets, the loss, 9-7. The ball game officially took 1 hour and 32 minutes to complete. Ottumwa drops to 16-11 on the season. Bettendorf improves to 16-8. So we're going to go back to regular programming on KBIZ after this, because there is a game in between this last game we played and Ottumwa's second game. The Bulldogs will play Benton, but not until Bettendorf plays Benton. So we'll sign off here for now. And on the again, we don't have live video right now. We are recording the game, so you'll be able to watch the playback of the ball game later tonight on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube page. On the radio side, we'll get you a few more words from our sponsors. We'll do 3 more minutes of sponsors and send you back to regular programming. And we're scheduled for a 5:45 first pitch for Game 2. We started Game 1 5 minutes early, so we'll probably be on the air no later than 5:30, unless this next game goes long. We'll plan on being on the air at 5:30 to get ready for Game 2, Ottumwa and Benton coming up. Again, the Bulldogs lose to Bettendorf 6-3, but they'll have another shot today here in Cedar Rapids. So be back at 5:30 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit